just remember that the odds of you being born are 1 in 400 billion, and that's freaking amazing. So you beat the odds, so you might as well love yourself while you're here. Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel, Mary's Cup of Tea. I know it's been a while since I've made a video, but today I felt really compelled to talk to you guys about self-love because I realize it's something that I often write about but haven't spoken about in quite a bit. And I think it's really important to start by addressing the what before I dive deep into the how, because the how is never ending. I could talk about it for hours. But it's really important to define what self-love is and what it's not before we can fully practice it. Because you can't practice something that you have tons of misconceptions about. So I'm just gonna clear up some of those misconceptions in a fairly short video, so I hope you enjoy it. Oh, and before we begin, I just wanna acknowledge you for being here and for watching this video, because you watching this video means that you really are committed to this journey of self-love and you really, really wanna know what it's like to really embrace yourself and love yourself and celebrate your life. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you on behalf of me and also, most importantly, on behalf of you. So let's begin by talking about what self-love is not. So the first thing that comes to my mind is that self-love is not narcissism. Narcissism is defined by excessive interest and love for oneself, especially for one's physical appearance. So the key here is excessive and physical appearance. So narcissists, they're over the top. They think that they're God Almighty and they cannot do wrong, but everybody else is doing them wrong. So they generally tend to blame other people. They're also pretty preoccupied in what they look like, whereas that's not what self-love is about. And generally, narcissists have a really hard time looking within, whereas self-love is all about looking within yourself. So the mere fact that you are watching this video means that you're definitely not a narcissist, because by watching this video, you are looking within and you are self-reflecting. Whereas narcissists are usually all about, like, I'm perfect and everybody else is wrong, and they look outside to see what other people are doing wrong. Does that make sense? So branching off of that, self-love is also not selfish. Being selfish means that you don't care about other people, whereas self-love is the polar opposite of that. So the cool thing about self-love is that the more love we give ourselves, the more love we're able to give other people. And that's definitely not selfish in my book. It's kind of like filling your cup and making it so full that it overflows and you're able to feed it to other people too. Speaking of cup, I am drinking Earl Grey tea with soy milk, which has been my current obsession. I don't know why, but I think the way that the milk reacts with the tea is just absolutely delicious, so you should try it. So it's definitely not narcissistic, because narcissists love themselves a little bit too much, to a point where they're so clouded by this obsession with themselves that they don't feel the need to give it to other people. And generally speaking, narcissists don't really struggle with this idea of self-love, because of course they love themselves. They are perfect and God Almighty. So the third thing that self-love is definitely not is arrogant. So I often see that self-love is used interchangeably with the word body image, and like positive body image means self-love. Well, here's the thing. The two are often correlated and they often go hand in hand, which is fine, but a lot of the times they don't, and they're actually two completely different things. So self-love is about spiritual. It's about looking within. It's about loving yourself as you are right now in this present moment, for more than your body, for so much more than your body. It's more about looking at the morality of you as a human being and the beauty of your existence than it is about looking at your body and feeling great about your body. So like I said, the two often go hand in hand, because ultimate self-love means that you're accepting all parts of you, including your physical body. But this doesn't always mean that self-love and positive body image are going to come together. So when people say that self-love is arrogant, they're usually referring to the inability to look within and to self-reflect, Whereas self-love is the complete opposite. You are doing more self-reflection. You're thinking about what's aligned with you, with your spirit, what's good for you, what's gonna fill your cup up so much that you're gonna be able to give love to other people. So it really is not arrogant, and it's absolutely okay to struggle to love your body and be on a journey of self-love. Because like I said, self-love is about looking at yourself for more than your physical body. It's actually a very spiritual practice. So although I'm an advocate for everything and all things self-love, it's absolutely okay to struggle to accept your body and still love yourself, and not necessarily think that one equals the other and think that everything is just definitive and it's either is or it isn't. It's a journey. That's really what I'm trying to say here. That self-love is a beautiful, beautiful journey, and basically it's never ending. There's a really good quote by Alan Cohen that I have written down here. It says, "To love yourself right now, just as you are, is to give yourself heaven. Don't wait until you die. If you wait, you die now. If you love, you live now." So it's true. It's about, as long as you're living, that's how long you should be practicing self-love. So it really is for everybody. It's not just for people that are struggling with body image issues or food struggles or their weight or whatever it may be. It truly is for everybody. So I feel like I just talked a lot about what self-love is and what it isn't, but just to make it clear, here's what it really is. It is the most powerful spiritual journey you will ever go on. Once you decide that you are going to embark on this journey of self-love, you begin doing things that are aligned with your spirit. You begin seeing the world through a different lens. Basically, this lens of love lets you see people in another light. It lets you connect with people better. It lets you see the world differently. It makes you see yourself differently. So it really is important to love yourself, because you're spending the rest of your life with yourself, and you might as well make that life be beautiful and full of love. And the last thing I really want to emphasize about what self-love is that ultimately, by loving yourself, you're giving other people permission to love themselves. So that's kind of what I've dedicated my life to, is I'm gonna be so freaking unconditionally myself that other people are gonna feel empowered to be themselves too. So I'm gonna love myself so much for all my flaws and all my fat rolls and my cellulite and my fast talking, which I'm clearly doing right now because I'm excited. And I'm gonna embrace all those imperfections so that other people can embrace those too. So if you have anybody that you love and care about, if you have children or brothers and sisters or family members or friends or everything, it truly benefits everybody when you decide that you are gonna go on a self-love journey. Other people will look at that and they'll say, wow, I'm so inspired by that and I love that, and I'm gonna give myself permission to do the same. So then it becomes this never-ending love escapade and the whole world heals, right? Ideally. But really it is about healing the world, and it's about something much more powerful and much bigger than just you. It's about the whole collective. So I know I went a little bit woo-woo on you guys here at the end, but I just really want to emphasize how powerful it is. And once you decide to love yourself, so many doors open up. So just remember that the odds of you being born are 1 in 400 billion, and that's freaking amazing. So you beat the odds. So you might as well love yourself while you're here. That's all I have for you guys today. I know it turned into a little bit of a motivational pep talk, but we all need that every once in a while, I think. So thank you so much for being here. Like I said, on behalf of me and on behalf of yourself and the entire collective. If you like this video, please shoot it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more videos. I will be more consistent about posting new videos, especially about self-love, and I'll dive way deep into the how in future videos. But for now, please hit the subscribe button to let me know that you like this stuff, and shoot me a comment. This channel is pretty underdeveloped, so I am open to any and all feedback that you guys have for me about what you want to see in my videos, what you want me to talk about, any questions you may have. I would love to do an FAQ video, so shoot those all in the comments. I will write them down and remember to do a video on them. Thank you everybody for watching. I will see you soon. Mwah.
Look at me now, I guess the doubts are